Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to some Make and Break. We got ourselves a classic episode where we're going to get back into fishing. I feel like every month or so we got to do something related to fishing. I don't know why. It's a weird obsession, but we're back to fish. So I'm looking here and I decided to prepare today. I actually prepared something for everybody. I have all of my old fishing stuff, or at least all the ones that were useful and nice and that I wanted to do anything with. And I have them all here. So I have literally all of my old fishing stuff ready to go. And we're going to compare and contrast. We're going to look over some of my old work, see how it compares. I don't know. We'll just take it moment by moment. What's up, Beryl? What's up, Saf, Simo, T? We got everybody today. So I'm going to pop over some of this stuff. I'm sure we have Junie waiting in the wings somewhere as well. So let's just take a look. Let me throw on some music, and then we'll just look and explore and have fun with some old sketches of ours. There we go. We'll start off with some Ori and the Blind Forest. Everybody will let me know if I have any spinach in my teeth, but I'm going to try not to show my teeth too much on camera, and I'm definitely going to take a moment to swish water every couple of seconds. But I think we should be good. Hey, Barrel's got his high five. I set it up, I think, how you wanted it as well, following your code that you gave me. I followed it as closely as I could. Oh, it says Streamlabs slapped my hand. Whoops. Hold on, I gotta fix that. We'll fix that in a moment. Okay, so. If you try to give me a high five, it's always going to be Streamlabs that gives me a high five. So, let's start with looking at some stuff. So, we're going to start by looking at the sunfish. So, we made a sunfish a long time ago. Now, you're going to notice a weird little problem with this sunfish. And that is that it looks terrible. Here's the problem that I have with the sunfish. I was using a mirror modifier and I didn't bring that over. So let's do a little bit of that. What? What? What just happened? Let's set origin to geometry. And then we're going to grab all three of these guys. And we're going to scooch them over to 0. And then I guess we're going to set origin to 3D cursor. I'm not sure why I'm spending so much time on this. I just want to look at them in their prime, you know? I just want to experience these as they are. Use the body as the mirror object. I mean, that's... Simo, that's too obvious. I can't do obvious stuff. Okay, so let's click Sunfish. Sunfish 1? Sunfish 2. Okay, so you're Sunfish body. Why this didn't work automatically, I don't know. This is a strong start to the stream. This is going to be called Sunfish eyelids. We'll just say lids. We'll know what that means. And we'll call you eyes. So shout out to anybody who remembers this stream. This was quite a stream. Let's see. We want sunfish body. And then you are going to get the exact same modifier. There we go. And now I will go over to my nodes, and we're just going to double check that this looks correct. It doesn't. Oh, and I was using old modifiers, or old nodes as well. These are classic days. These were classic days. So I'm just going to make this white for the time being. I'll use this again when I recreate the sunfish later. How much I'm going to recreate things and how much I'm just going to use things as they are, I'm not sure yet. I'm just kind of having fun. The idea for today was just to kind of have a little bit of fun. I didn't want to go too crazy today. But we're going to say that's pretty decent, and that's our little angry boy. There we go. Just a little angry boy. Okay, so that is the sunfish, right? This is what we've done with our sunfish. So 1 to 10, how are we feeling about the sunfish? Here's the old sunfish. This is my first attempt at making a sunfish. 1 to 10, I'm gonna give him... See, the thing is, you can recognize it. And that, you could be funny and make something that people recognize, and it's still not good, but you know what that is. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. That gets a 4 out of 10 from me. This boy right here, he gets a 4 out of 10. Okay, now we got the jewelfish. Now the jewelfish is very unfortunate because the mirror modifier was not kind to this boy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab everything and I'm going to separate by loose parts again. And we have jewelfish body right here. Fishes, oh yeah. We used to make a lot of fishes. That's actually how I learned Blender, is I made a bunch of fish. Tell you what I kind of want to do... Set origin to geometry. Grab everything, grab all of these guys, and scooch them over. The fact that not everything moves is so annoying, but I'm not against it. Let's get everything really close, and then I'll do the rest by hand, I think. So, we bring that back to 0. That tail looks crazy. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to move this guy to 0. Just like that. Which, to the best of my understanding, does not work for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. Now he's 0. We're going to put him 0 on the Z as well. And I'm going to take the eye, and we're just going to make a nice, easy eye, right? I don't like doing too hard of stuff, so we're just going to take the eye and push it all the way through the body. Okay, that's an easy little fix. What are we going to give this guy? Tell you what, I want to look at his shape real quick. Because he's got this gross little ridge here, and I don't know what I was thinking on this ridge. Oh, look at that topology. These were different times. We're doing this guy from scratch. These were different times. This was a different era back here. I think it's really important that artists go back and look at their old artwork. The topology is bad because I can't really edit this guy without ruining this panel right here. Aren't more lines better? Nope, that's not the case. I'm going to redo this guy. I think I want to do this guy first. And we're going to redo that tail, too. The tail, I think, is cool. I like the tail a lot. I think if I'm careful enough, I can actually make the tail work really well for us. I have an interesting idea on how I want the tail to work. So I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Let's not think too far ahead. The fins are interesting. They're kind of high fantasy for a fish, but that's fine. This guy gets a 2 out of 10. He's beautiful, he's cute, but he's not good. He's a bad man. Okay, and now we have our fishing rod, which I gotta say I'm kind of proud of. Look at this fishing rod. Look at this thing. It's got like really good textures here. Really nice textures. That looks terrible. We'll get back to that. It has a Fresnel filter. I remember doing this. I remember I got rated while I was doing this. That was like one of my first raids that somebody did on me, and I was so proud. But yeah, we got like a Fresnel filter here that I'm going to edit just a little bit. We got some gold. We got some rusty little nails that have weird geometry, but not that bad. We didn't get time to do the plastic, but that's fine. And then we got these nice little bits right here. Like, I gotta say, this is not the worst looking thing I've ever seen. This is actually pretty nice looking. This fishing rod's good. 9 out of 10? That's not a bad score. The worst thing about this is the wood. And the wood looks good. Like, it looks pretty fine. Now, the question is it a BSDF node? It's not. It's just a diffuse. But a diffuse actually... Yeah, we're going to make this thing work. We're going to make this thing work for us, for sure. So let's get to it. Let's just do this. I think I used an array node as well, or an array modifier. Not anymore. Okay, so we're going to have to just sit and work on this. So I think I want to start with the fishing rod. Actually, I'm going to start with a dock. We're going to make a dock first before we do anything. But last but not least, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's go back to shading. And let's look at our pufferfish, who is kind of a nut job. So this is a pufferfish. He looks a little bit like a USB-C cable. He looks spoopy. You like him? I like that his eyes follow you. That's my favorite part about him, is that his eyes follow you. I like him. I kind of like him a lot. I remember, like, coming up... So I learned how to do... I learned how to do Shift-R through this. He's cute, but in a spooky way. I can live with that. We got this ugly, ugly pattern that I put on him, though. What is this? Does he have something in his mouth? What's in his mouth? Oh gosh, I remember how I did this. Oh no, we made this guy so bad. Let's go back to the full body. No, he's fine. I think we messed up the mouth somehow. Okay, so I'm going to do the pufferfish for sure. I'm going to do the fishing rod for sure. And then we're going to do a dock right now. So, that is everything in our old sketch. Let's get rid of it. And let's make a dock. We'll make a dock on some water. Oh, wow. I was just about to take a drink of water. Thank you so much. You'll notice I've been making a couple of little changes to channel points and stuff like that. I have an idea. I don't know if this is selling somebody out, but I was having a conversation with I'm a Cup of Tea the other day, and they gave me a really good idea for stream. A really, really good idea for stream. So we're going to be making some changes to stream soon. Not yet, but soon. And yeah, just be on the lookout. It'll be cool. We get some really cool stuff coming in. Okay, so there is a dock. Now, when I think of a dock, it's just a bunch of planks of wood, right? So let's just make planks of wood. Let's make some weirdo planks of wood, and I think I might even be able to do this procedurally if I'm smart about it. Completely missed what I said due to a telemarketer. I heard T has great ideas. Yeah, so I'm selling T out a little bit, I guess. I apologize, T. They just gave me a bunch of good ideas for stream. So we're going to be doing some changes to stream in a little bit. Not yet. We're getting there. And the ideas are good. They're really good. They're really cool. We're going to be a little bit more focused with them. That's sort of a teaser for you. But yeah, just kind of having a little bit of a philosophy change on how streams work. It's going to be good. Don't you worry. All's well. Nothing bad. Okay, so let's make a dock. Now, when I think of a dock, what I want is cuts of wood long ways with breaks in them. I kind of want to use the displacement. Hold on. Can we displace this? Let's displace some stuff. Let's go crazy. I'm going to throw on a wave texture. The wave, we got to go up right here and throw on a color ramp. Pop this guy down. This is going to be very strange. This is going to get really weird. Detail, super high. Scale is high. Distortion is mega high. There we go. Just like wood. I think we want to rotate it. We're going to follow Simo's advice real quick, and I'm going to look up a reference image. So, we're looking at a dock. What does the wood look like? It does go long ways, and it goes like that, long ways with slightly different lengths. So it does go long ways, and it's a lot smaller than what we were looking at. Okay. So it goes like this, but it's smaller. Oh, that looks great. That looks really good. And I want to up the distortion a little bit more and lower that scale down. Too much. That'll do. We'll do that. That's fine. That looks like fine wood to me. Yeah, that's cool. We can do that. And I'm going to put an object node in here in just a little bit, but I'm going to wait to show you what that looks like. First things first, I want to displace this, which I think I can do directly. Does that work? It's not looking like it's going to work. So we're going to throw a displacement in here. Vector displacement. No? Is it not displacing because... Oh, it is displacing. I love that it's Streamlabs doing it. You know what? I bet I can fix that really quick. Give me one moment. Oh, I didn't add Flumph. Tell you what, I'm going to add those commands real quick. Should I be doing this during stream? I have no clue. I'm still figuring all this stuff out. Oh no, it's chaos. It's true chaos. Okay, so I believe... it should work now. I think it should work now. Why it didn't work the first time, I'm not sure. Okay. So, I'll tell you what we want to do with this displacement is a little bit crazier. We're going to pop this guy up to here. Pop this guy over to our vector. And we're looking at it, and we want to scale this guy down a little bit more and lower the detail. I should be taking notes and screenshots on this stuff. I mean, if you want to go for it. You're welcome to. I'm not sure if I'm the world's best teacher, but I don't mind anybody taking notes during stream. I mean, I say that I'm not the world's best teacher, but it's probably good to learn from somebody who's, like, in the process of learning as well. If you've ever, like, worked in a kitchen, the people who are really good are usually people you should not be learning from. So I don't think that matters too much the more I really sit and think about it. No, Flumph, I did not add Flumph. I'm not even sure what Flumph is. What would Flumph be? Look at everyone being so nice. Do I dare try and fix this at all? I kind of think this is fine. Did I ever ask you what type of tea you are? Hey, I would like to know as well. What kind of tea are you? What's the tea, T? Okay, so we're not going to use this. We're not going to use displacements. We're going to use a bump texture. It's looking like we're not going to get anything out of this, so we might as well just use a bump anyway. It's less work. It's less geometry. It's just easier, so I'm just going to go for a bump. And we're going to say, sure, why not? In fact, why don't I just use my oak, right? Is there any reason not to be using oak here? Oh, I don't have my oak. I can't. Spill the tea about the tea. Absolutely. We're going to go up a little bit and brighter just a little bit and lower that saturation just a little bit. It's a little green. A little bit green. It could be a lot lighter. Could be a lot lighter. That looks about right. That can go down like this. I think that's all right. Probably a floral tea. Cedar would be better, but I don't think anyone cares that much. I mean, I do care. Let's make a cedar. Why not? Rose or lavender. We got chamomile. Why are you even trying to use displacement? I know it requires a ton of polygons. I'm not using displacement, Simo. I was just playing around. Most of the dock wood is kind of gray form from exposure. Aha, okay. So we're going to look up some dock wood. Let's look up cedar. I'm okay with this. So let's look up cedar wood planks. Cedar wood. Is that what docks are made out of? Docks are made out of cedar? Huh. That's surprising. That does look like what a dock looks like. How in the heck am I going to make rings like that? It's rot resistant and cheap. Well, it looks hard to model. Okay. Okay, we're going to play for just a moment. We're just having some fun. We're just having fun. Let's just have some fun for just a moment. So we're going to go to textures. We're going to go to a Musgrave. Looks a little closer to what I want. Scale is low. A scale as low as time, as they say. Why is it not working the way that I thought it would work? Does that make it bigger? No, it makes it smaller. What? Okay, so let's take a moment real quick. We're gonna attach all this stuff in just a moment, but first I wanna start by just looking at it. Get a pretty clear idea of what we're trying to do here. You have sent me a JPEG. All right, I will look it up just for you. Boy, is that look hard to do. It is a good looking dock. What a difficult project this is going to be. All right, I'm only going to spend a little bit of time on this, and if I can't solve it, we're sticking with conventional woods. I don't think anybody's going to really roast me too bad if my wood is very conventional. Well, that's closer to what I wanted. That's a lot closer to what I wanted, actually. So now we just set the settings correctly, and we should be able to just run with this. Okay. It's not exactly what I want, but it's pretty good. It very quickly morphs when you do that. The scale is super crucial to what we're up to. Ooh, that's it right there. Okay, so now we want to take our scale here, drop this guy down to maybe 12. It just looks too weird. It's missing something. It's an interesting wood. If I just go, hey, it's an alien wood, then we're done. But that's not really my attitude around here. I wish it was. I wish that was my attitude. I think that would make my life a lot easier. You know what? That really solved every problem right away, didn't it? I should have just done that right from the beginning. I didn't even think to do that. Okay, well, we just solved a whole bunch of problems real fast. Okay, so now we just have to define this really clearly. Oh, we're here. We're here. So we're going to do 30. Detail is high. Detail roughness. Wow, that's an effect. Hey, you want to make... if ever you want to make some, like, cells breathing up close, here is your node array. It's a Musgrave going into a wave texture with high detail on both, and you take your detail roughness and you go like that, and you can make cells breathing. You could do, like, chlorophyll that way. So, fun fact, I accidentally made chlorophyll, which I guess works for wood. I guess in a weird roundabout way that makes a lot of sense for wood. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so now I just need to get the scale correct. This is like koa wood. This looks a lot like koa. If I make this sparkly, we're in business. I'm gonna make this really sparkly. This is gonna be the world's richest dock you've ever walked on. What a waste of money this would be. I think something that I would like to do is go back to 1 on these, and we're gonna take the X. And we're going to take the X and send it up to like 3. Oh, it's not bad looking. Oh, it's really not bad looking. It's really not the worst looking wood I've ever seen. It's just a little nuts for like no reason. That looks pretty good. Can I live with this? Will I allow myself to live with this? This is the question. I said I wouldn't spend too long on this. We've rounded the edges. We've smoothed it. Will I let myself live with this? It'll have to do. It'll have to do. This is it. So we're going to say this is Koa. Try putting 2 or 3 of them together to see how they look in a line. That's a good method, actually. It's almost like you're an engineer. We got the depth looking pretty good on here. I like how subtle that is, although I think I would prefer if we made it a little bit more dramatic looking. Excuse me. Turns out eating like 5 minutes before stream is a bad, unhealthy habit that I need to break. But who's going to stop me? Probably not going to be me. That looks pretty good. It's not what a dock should look like, but it looks pretty good. Okay, so let's put a couple of them next to each other. So what I want to be doing is we're going to add an array. What did you eat before stream? I had a spinach salad with bacon in it, which, you know, bacon's overrated. Sorry to everybody who's like joined the cult of bacon. Bacon is overrated. It's not that good. It's fine. Like, if you give me like a turkey sandwich and you're like, do you want bacon on it? Yes, I want bacon on it. Of course I want bacon on my turkey sandwich. But if you're like, do you want a bacon sandwich? I'd be like, no, I'd rather have a turkey sandwich. Bacon's not that good. All right. So I had a salad, spinach salad, bacon with raisins, almonds, sliced carrot, and like a honey mustard vinaigrette kind of thing. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It was a little much for a salad. When you eat a salad, you kind of expect to feel like really clean afterwards, and it was a little more than I was bargaining for, but can't be that bad. I mean, I want salt on my hard-boiled eggs, but I don't want a meal of salt. That's exactly how it works. You have hit the nail on the head. You have hit the nail on the head for sure. Also, look how good it looks when they all just kind of sequence like this. Okay, so we have a bunch of them together. It kind of looks like a pirate map. Kind of looks a lot like a pirate map. We're going to expand out the X a little bit more. Oh no. You know what? I see what I have to do. I see what I have to do, and I don't want to do it, but I see what I have to do. Let's do this. I didn't want to be the one to do this, but I'm doing it. Here we go. Moment of truth. Copy, paste. Push this guy up to here. We're going to take object and plug the object in. We're going to take you and make you 1. Oh, I don't want to do this. This is a disaster. At least it's an easy fix. It looks pretty good. Well, thank you. I'm spending a lot longer on it than I wanted to, but we're just kind of going nuts. As per the norm. When are we not going nuts? There's your stream sneeze. Okay, so we have 2 things of wood next to each other. What I'm going to do is we're going to multiply them together. This is going to be a little bit of a hassle, but it'll work out because we're trying to make these wells. In fact, I could probably just take away that. And then you need to be way bigger. Oh no. That's not it. That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it, Chief. If we make this smaller... Oh, that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. We're having trouble. No. You know what? We had it. It was good. Let's not challenge fate. We're good. All's well. Just take what you got. Ooh, I actually kind of like it on the monotone wood like that. It's actually not a bad look. And now we're going to get the really gray looking wood up in here. So we're going to keep the dark, but we're going to take you and desaturate you down to nothing. Like 0.25. And then now you need to be desaturated and made darker. 0.3 to 0.04. And that's our wood. Are we comfortable with this? What am I trying to accomplish? Man, I wish I knew. At this point in my life, I wish I knew. That's not bad. I don't have the rings, and I wanted the rings. I really wanted to make those little rings there, but they look impossible to make with the knowledge that I have right now. So I'm going to say that's done. So now let's just get the textures correct. The roughness is probably pretty high. It's dusty, gross wood. Specular. Specular. What does specular look like on wood? I feel like all docks have clear coat on them. That might be not true, but I feel like every dock has to have clear coat on it. That looks about right to me. Cool. So that's our dock. Done. You're trying to make knots? Yeah, I was trying to make knots. They don't? Well, this one does. This one has knots. Or a clear coat, I mean. This should do just fine. And what I really want to do, I think what I want to do is lower the dimension between them so they look a little bit more stacked up here. 1.05. Get them really close. This is a nice dock. This is a good dock. Cool. Okay, now we jump back into here and we're going to throw on the pillars that hold this guy up. You don't want it rough so you don't slide off. That's probably really true, actually. Okay. I'll give you advantage on that one. Are you a fisherman, Mr. Silken Coat? Do you fish? You strike me as somebody who would fish. Kind of matches your energy. There we go. That is our little dock right there. I think we want it to come out just a little bit and go down. If we're being really picky, I was in the Navy for 10 years. That's true. That big fishing energy, lol. Yeah, you got that big fishing energy. The knots can be hard. I usually try to do it by distorting the UV coordinates with random dots. I will have to figure out how to do that, because that sounds cool. I like that, but I don't know how I would do it. Okay, here we go. So we got that. I think I want 3 of them. What am I counting here? 1, 2, 3. Just do this. 18. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So 6 per with 2 on each side. We can make this work. We can make this work. This works. Go ahead and give me an array. And we're going to go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. 9 is too much. 8.95 is basically exactly what we want. So I'm going to do 3. We should have 2 left over. We don't have 2 left over. How is this odd? How is this odd? How is the number odd? I don't know how this math checks out. We're gonna add 1 more and I'm just gonna do it because sure. But like, I don't understand how the math worked out here. So we're gonna say 10.45 is too much. 10.43 looks exactly correct. And now we have a dock. Done. I had to do some weird mumbo jumbo to make this work, but sure, this will work. I have fished before, but not something I do very often. I enjoy fishing. When I was a kid, I was a bit of a baby, and I didn't really like doing fishing. But as I get older, I like fishing. It's not bad. Oh, fun fact. I live next to a park. This is my favorite thing in the world. This is my absolute favorite thing in the world. I live next to a park that I love very deeply. It's a very lovely park. I'm very spiritually connected, if you believe in that kind of stuff. I'm very connected to this park. And there is a man-made like reservoir. And there's a literal dam closing it off, right? So it's like it's the most man-made lake I've ever seen in my life. To be accurate, you want the pillar on the end of the dock. That's why we pay you the big bucks. You know what? You actually make my job a little bit easier because I'm just going to go like this. And that actually is a lot easier for me to look at. Cool. Okay, so there is a man-made lake at this park that I go to. And before COVID hit, there would always be somebody on top of the bridge, on top of the dam, basically, with a fishing pole in the water. And I've never seen them catch anything. There's always somebody there. They're always just fishing. And it's like, okay, they're just chilling. Whatever, they're pretending to fish, I guess. That's fine. You can pretend to fish if you want to pretend to fish. So they pretend to fish. And they just sit there, and I've never seen them catch anything. Ever since COVID started, there's a row of them. And yesterday, I took a little hike out there, and there was a guy with 6 fishing rods set up on like the holders. Like they had the holders and they had the thing that tells you when the line is going. And they had, like they were set up like they were going to make bank catching fish in this man-made pond. And no one's ever caught anything. I've never seen a person catch anything. And now there's people everywhere, all with fishing rods, It's wild. I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing. Because if you're pretending to fish, that's fine, but it's weird. So if anybody knows what they're doing, if there's like some secret code that I don't understand, please feel free to tell me. I'd love to be wrong. I just don't know why. T has recommended that we all take a nice drink of water. Good old water. All right, let's go ahead and finish up our nodes on this. So this is going to be called Aged Cedar ? Now we're going to go ahead and bring you to Aged Cedar, and that doesn't look very good. What I want to do is add a bevel. Maybe they catch and release. But I've never seen anybody go like, ha, 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 I got one. I've never seen a fishing rod go. I'm there almost every day or every other day. I've never seen anybody catch anything. Not once have I seen anybody catch anything. I don't think they're catching anything. I think they're just kind of being weird. I'd love to know what the logic is. Let's see. This isn't working out very well. How do I make you work? Hello? You should ask them? It's probably a good idea, but I don't want to. The people around here are a little weird. Like, the myth about Florida Man is real. There are Florida men that you just ask them and they just, like, throw a temper tantrum and you're like, I was just asking you a question. What happened? They just lose their minds. Not saying that anybody would actually respond to me that way, but, like, the possibility exists here for sure. Just ask, hey, what type of fish do you stock this lake with? No, I don't want to get beat up. For sure. I'm a big man. I can handle myself, but I'm not going to intentionally start a fight with somebody. All right, so there's my docks. I know you're supposed to probably make these out of logs, right? It does look a little bit weird. What do you normally make these things out of? What do you make these guys out of? I'm looking here and it looks like they're the same wood that you make the dock with. These ones are metal. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I mean, that is why I'd ask it in a general way, not, hey, do you ever catch a fish? It's probably a good way to do it. Docks are kind of ugly, aren't they? They're kind of not that good looking. Sorry to everybody who likes docks. They don't look that good. They look kind of bad. You know what? I'm going to stick with it. I think I don't care. I think we've wasted enough time just thinking about stuff today. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to just make them a little bit darker, and we're going to say deal done. So you're 0.2, you're dark, and you're going to be even darker. 0.02. Heyo. Maybe we'll even add a little bit of saturation to you to make you feel a little bit more alive. And I'm going to take the Y and make the Y large. Sure, that's not very good looking, but that'll do. That's the dock for now. Next up, we want to probably make a basket for our fish. And then I think we're jumping straight into revision. So let's make a basket. Do I want to make a basket? What all would you have with you if you were fishing? You're just a kid, right? You're just sitting off this dock, you're hanging your feet in the water, and you're fishing. What do you have with you? You got your fishing rod. I guess you'd have a bucket. You'd have a bucket. Let's make a bucket. You would definitely have a bucket. So I'm going to go for a cylinder of 24 soda pop. I like that idea. I don't know if I want to make soda pop. I do like that idea. It's pretty good. Nope. Get rid of the face on that. Pop you down. Is this bucket just a little bit too big? Maybe. I don't know. There's that. I don't think a can would be difficult for you. Yeah, it's just a matter of like, I keep getting stuck. Okay, so this is part of the revision that I want to do. I think every stream, I'm going to try and make less stuff, but the stuff that I make, I'm going to try and put more effort into. Because I keep getting stuck in routines where I'm like not finishing my work for the day. And I just don't want to do that. I want to actually be able to finish things. I just keep making stuff and being like, why am I not finishing quick enough? And that's kind of a bad look, I think, for me. Especially if I want to start taking this just a little bit more seriously, I need to start, like, finishing. I need to actually, like, prepare myself to finish sketches. So, I'm going to try and be a little bit more dedicated to not just going off on a tangent. As much as I love being the guy who goes off on a tangent, I want to go off on a tangent in conversation, not in my sketch. Hey, Junie. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of this, and I'm going to turn that into a circle, and then we're going to bring it down. Here's what we're going to do. You two both get brought in. Hey, oh, raid. Chaos, thank you so much. How did stream go? Okay, so we want just this. Hey, thank you for the raid. Stream went okay? Great. Did you finish what you were working on, or is it just continuing on? How am I? I'm good. I'm full of spinach right now. Filled to the brim full of spinach. As you do. Tell you what I want to do is actually grab this and form a face on it. And we're going to take the bottom of this guy and remove this face. Which, you know what? We could probably take a better look at this bucket now that we're here. Are you auditioning for Popeye? Man. I don't think I look the part. I'm a little bit too e-boy for Popeye. But as far as attitude goes, I got Popeye covered. When it comes to attitude, I'm your Popeye. If you need like a voice actor for Popeye, you know, for just a moment there, I was gonna attempt to do the Popeye noise, but I kind of think it'd be embarrassing. All right, I'll do it. This is gonna be the worst. I'm terrible at impressions. Nope. Nope, that's too low. How does he sound? How does he do that? Okay, I give up. I'm not doing Popeye anymore. I'm over it. Hey, thank you for reminding me to save. Hey, Chaos, can I admit something to you right now? Can I have a deep admission to you, Chaos? I have to admit my sins to you. I've done something very terrible in your honor. And it's I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this. You may already know, but yes, I think you do know. I stole your save channel points. It's too good. I couldn't resist. I saw it and I was like, that's it. That's what I've been missing this whole time. There's no stealing? Hey, you can have whatever I got. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I saw it today and I was like, immediately I have to put that on my stream. There's no way I'm not including that. It's a stroke of pure genius. If you came up with that, good on you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a little control point to there, and we're going to raise up that bit to give us a really heavy angle. Nah, that doesn't have to be like that. I didn't. People asked for it. Well, those people are smart. It's like such a crazy good idea. I'm surprised I didn't think of it. Like, I was sitting here trying to think of channel points for the longest time, and I couldn't come up with anything. And that is just like a brilliant idea. I'm assuming you've lost some work because you haven't saved before, and maybe that's why people are requesting it, though? In which case, that's very sweet of everybody to look out for you like that. Is that what barrels look like? It's not really what barrels look like, is it? What might be a little bit better here is if we did an SZ0. Hold on. Check this out. We go around here, go all the way around. We're gonna do an SZ0. My PC was dodgy for a bit, so I think that's why, but it's a good universal thing for sure. Simo is going to slaughter me for saying this, so sorry, Simo. Avert your eyes. I don't worry about saving too much in Blender because the autosave is really strong. But it doesn't do everything. So to rely on it would be stupid of me. But I do rely on it quite a lot. Every time I've like lost work because my stream has died or something, I just retrieve it. It just gets retrieved immediately. Be right back. No worries. You do you. I like your idea to go more detailed. I thought previously that you should have one scene a week with more detail. Yeah, that's kind of the idea I'm going for. Yeah, I mean, it's just necessary. Ooh, that looks good. That's what a bucket looks like. It looks a little weird here. All right, I'm going to look up a bucket. I hate looking up reference images. What does a bucket look like? Oh, they don't look like that at all. I didn't make an actual bucket. Okay, they do kind of look like this. Just a little bit they look like this. You know what? I'm going to make a really traditional bucket then. That looks more like a flower pot. Let's make a really, really traditional bucket. Get out of here. You made a fancy one. It is recognizable as one. That's, yeah, I agree. I want to go for it. There's no reason not to just give yourself the opportunity to do better if you can. So we're going to make sure to add our modifiers at the beginning here so that I don't have to redo them. It was 0.3 and then it was a subdivision surface. I don't think I care about the subdivision surface right now. Okay, here we go. So we're going to grab this and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14. We don't want 14. We're going to want 15. 15 of these guys. Just like that. My math is really bad today. I blame the fact that I've been playing a puzzle game for nearly like 8 hours straight. And so all of my mental capacity has gone there. And I ain't that upset about it. There we go. That's about what you would expect from a bucket. I'm just going to use a 1 subdivision. There's no reason to do more. Actually, there is a reason to do more. I'm going to do 2. Which puzzle game? I'm glad you asked. I am playing Abduction right now. Needs a handle? We'll get to the handle. Don't you worry. I'm playing a game called Abduction. It is so cool. It is such a cool game. Oh, wait. No, I already did that. Hold on. It is such a cool game. It is all about, like, you get abducted to this alien world, in parentheses, and you have to solve a bunch of puzzles to get your way out. And it is a mind bender. Because when you think alien world, you have an idea of what you should expect. Nope. That's not how it works. It's way different than what you expect. It is way weird. Look at that. Captain Chillin, thank you for the hydrate. Everybody keeps me very healthy. It's stuff like that that makes me think that if I did a stream, if I did like a stream for 24 hours straight, I think I'd live. Thanks to you all. Okay, so we have to make the parts that the barrel hooks into. Question is, how am I going to do this? I'll tell you the dumb way I'm going to do it. And I think this is the right way to do it. But it's definitely the dumb way to do it. There we go. We're going to do that, and we're going to inset into here. And now we grab you, and we scale you. Oh, I know how to do this. Yeah, baby. We're going to scale you in by 0.25. That'll work. And then we repeat. Scale in by 0.25. And we're looking golden. I can go ahead and just delete that face. I can go ahead and just delete that face. Can't be too bummed about that. This is a little boy's bucket, right? Just a little tiny bucket. Who cares? Little boy doesn't care. He's just trying to catch some fish. Hello? Go ahead and pop this up with global. Just like that. Perfect. It's more of a tin can than anything, which is excellent for what we're up to. Excellent. Okay, we're here. We've done it. There he is. The normals look a little bit weird. I might be inclined to try and fix the normals, but we're going to wait on that. The inside of the bucket is also ribbed, which I don't love, but what are you going to do? What can we do about it? Huh. If I take this and I go control on there. What if I, hold on. Just one moment. If I go subdivide before the solidify. That's bad. Okay, we're back. Actually, is it bad? Do I hate the way this looks? I think I don't hate it. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Okay, we're going to take this. We're going to say this is fine. The top being sharp like that is what it is. But everything else looks good. So we're going to keep that. That's our barrel. It looks a little weird. I don't know if the first one was better or not. I'm not going to think too hard about that. Otherwise, I'm going to bum myself out. So let's make a lid for this little barrel. Lid for the barrel, nice and easy. You're going to come up here. We're going to rotate you sideways. Sideways by 90 degrees. Sir, please. 90 degrees. We're going to rotate you up by 90 degrees. Now we can orthographic this. Come down by 90 degrees. Okay, there you go. That's him. So we're going to extrude this guy out. Grab you, extrude you up. There is a part of me that wants to try and mirror this. Can you mirror curves? I don't think you can mirror a curve. You can't mirror a curve. That doesn't work that way. Okay, never mind. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. So we're gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. And then pop you up like that. Bring you sideways, and we're golden. Okay, bada boom. I think that's about how we want that to look. Any disagreements? Is that fine? It's kind of what I imagine a barrel or like a handle of a bucket looks like. Okay, so that is that. Let's bring this guy all the way down. And I just kind of want to mirror it here. If we grab both of these and we go SY0, SZ0, oops, don't do that. Go back, go back, go back. SZ0. We have them equal. Okay, I really need to look up a reference for how buckets look. It's just a ring. It's just a little ring. How do I do that? Oh, it just comes straight up. My bad. It doesn't do this. That part's gone. It just does this. Just like that. And then this guy gets just a little bit, just a little tiny bit right here. Really, really small guy. Really small, really, really small. It's an ellipse cut in half with a hook at the end, but right now things are black on black, so I can't really see. Oh no, you guys can't see at all. There you go. Sorry. That's part of the green screen effect, I guess. Something to keep in mind moving forward. going to say that's good enough. That is fine enough for my purposes. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pop that out. We're going to do some geometry, some depth, some 0.1, which is way too big. And now we can go back to this. 0.01, 0.02, 0.015 is what I'm going to do. Everything here looks good. What I want to do is up that resolution to maybe 36. That's overkill. Let's not do that. 24 is fine. Okay, so here's what we're up to. I'm going to grab this. We're going to go into edit mode. I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to move all of this over so that we touch this line right here. So GY. Perfect. Perfect. We've done it. This should be fine. Does it look maybe a little bit too big? I think it looks maybe a little bit too big. We're going to grab both of these guys and scooch them down just a little bit. There we go. That should be a little bit easier on the eyes. Yeah, this works. This works just fine. Cool. So now I take it and I convert you to a mesh. I grab this mesh and I put a mirror modifier on it. On the Y. Whoa. Hello? We're going to apply rotation first. There we go. And now I'm going to hit apply on here. We're going to go to edit mode, grab everything, merge by distance. We automatically merge, so we don't even need to worry about that. I'm going to take this and simplify some of these edges, and then I think we're good. We got a stretch. Thank you for the stretch. Break all my bones. I'm sure I'm not surprising anybody by saying this, but I didn't sleep very well last night. I didn't do a very good job of sleeping, and I'm feeling a little bit achy right now. Nothing wrong with being a little bit achy, but I just feel a little bit achy right now. So if I seem a little out of it, just know I don't know. I woke up kind of early. I just like woke up and didn't know what was going on. One of those moments, you know? There we go. We're going to dissolve that. I'm going to remember how I did it. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way down until we hit the last one. And the last one we do a double. Yep, easy enough. And then we're going to grab all of this and put a face on it. And we're going to grab all of this and put a face on it. I'm kind of inclined to try and bevel it, but I don't know if that's a good idea. So we're just going to leave it like that. And that is our barrel done. So let's pop this guy on over to our bucket. And we're ready to start fishing. And I've only wasted half a stream doing all sorts of nonsense. But I can't be that upset about it. We're having fun. Okay, so we got ourselves this, which I believe looks just about correct to me. It looks pretty good to me. Now we take you and we bring you on over. We're going to R on the Z. Wait, what? Why did that not? RZ. What? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. The X is the location that matters, so we're just going to make this X 45. And now you can be 45. And now we're going to do RZ on you. Okay, I was just not scaled correctly. My bad. I was trying to do it by eye. I shouldn't have been doing it by eye. And then we can just do a little GZ on down. A little RZ to bring it back to the middle. You got this. You got this. You got this. You got this. Okay. All right. Can't be that upset about that. That looks fine. Now we got to lower it. This is where things get a little weird. We're going to rotate it down. The angles are correct. So as long as we trust our angles, we got nothing to worry about. You ever realize that you've messed up? You ever just kind of have that realization that you've messed up once in your life? I have. I've had that realization once or twice in my life. Oh, okay, I'm not fixing it. I don't care. I'm not fixing it. It's going to go all the way. It's going to go negative 93 degrees. Nope. Negative 87 degrees. Sometimes I don't even think about how buckets work. I didn't think about it at all. I was just like, this is fine. Little did I know. Little did he know. Oh, God, and that part connects to... Man, don't you wish it was a curve right now? Don't you wish you were editing a curve, bud? Oh my God. Why have we done this to ourselves? Oh, it's so close. You know what? It's actually kind of interesting because it's sort of spring-loaded here on the edge. It's prone to failure, but it's not a very good bucket to begin with. So it being prone to failure, I'm not against that idea. Having a bad bucket is actually like kind of novel for this. I just hate that I didn't do it intentionally. I don't like having to excuse my work. But that'll be just fine. There we go. So it's a little spring-loaded. Sure. So could you have put it through the hole and let physics make it fall like you did with the bed? I could have, but it wouldn't have looked like metal. It would have ragdolled. This is acceptable. It's like a tin can a little boy turned into a bucket. Which, do I hate? I don't hate that. I actually kind of like that idea. Little boy bucket. Old little boy bucket. Old little boy bucket in his weird looking bucket. Okay, so there's an attempt. An attempt was made. We'll put it that way. Okay, so let's recreate some stuff. Let's get back to it. So, first things first, I want to try the jewel fish. So we're going to remake that fish. So let's put the bucket here. So there isn't a when rigid bodies collide. There is a collision for rigid bodies. But the way that you would set it up wouldn't help with the shape of this. I'd already have to have the shape predetermined. So I don't think it would work for this specific instance. But if you were trying to like drop stuff on each other, once again, I ended up obsessing over random procedural wood texture thanks to you. Of course. That's what I'm good for. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make a Jewelfish 2.0. There he is. Okay, so we're going to do new collection right here. This is all the docks. So the dock can be removed. That can all be brought back. Oh, why is that not on new? That should have been a new. There we go. Nope, not the docks, the Jewelfish. Okay, now we got old, and we're going to have the Jewelfish right here. So we're going to have our old example sitting right here. I'm going to try and make a new example. I actually finished all of that kind of quicker than I thought I would, despite making fun of myself. I was thinking you could stick the handle up at 0 degrees and let it flop down instead of messing with adjusting it. That's probably fine, but the way that the rotation would work with it being locked in there, the mesh might collide inside of there and stop it in weird ways. Like when you put two like Half-Life games, when you like pick up a human body and you try to put it in a garbage can, it goes crazy and it flies off somewhere. It might do something like that. So I'd be a little cautious against it. But I'm not the Blender guru, so... Oh, that is literally a human being. Sorry, I'm not the Blender expert, so I wouldn't do that if I were you. You do whatever evidence you need to make sure that things are correct for you. Okay. Let's pop that out and up. So we're going to make ourselves a nice little fish. We're going to follow our guide as much as possible. Here's what I want. I want to cut you right here. Actually, I'm going to do a double cut right there. To get that angle correct, I'm going to do a double cut. Man, this song hits different. Every time this song comes on, I'm just kind of astounded. I kind of can't believe it exists. Like, this comes from Monster Hunter. What? Why does Monster Hunter have crazy good music? There we go. We're going to take you all the way around and bring you down just like that. Scoot you on up in there and give you a nice crease. Actually, you know what? The body could probably also use a little bit of this now that I'm looking at it. And now here we are. We're going to grab this and put on some subdivision to turn it into the shape that we like. And I'm going to try and give him a bit of a spine. That's the thing that was definitely missing from the last one, was a little bit of a spine. So we're going to do a spine, and then I'm going to lower it down, I think, on the head. But I'm going to do that manually myself. Also, when you look at a fish like this, there is a ridge here, but the ridge decreases at the bottom. Hello? What is happening? Oh, I was just moving my cursor. If I could delete that icon right there, I would delete that icon in an instant. I do not want that icon. There we go. The ridge is usually less crazy right here on the extremities. And we're probably going to want to take this and scooch this guy up and move him forward. Okay, so far, we're looking just about the same as we were before. Now we're going to really hit it home. We're going to hit all of these guys real home. Should I be looking at a reference image? Probably. Am I going to? Nope. Okay, so that is a little minnow of a fish, a little sardine-looking guy. There we go. That's my little sardine. Now, something that is going to really sell this guy, I think, is we're going to match it all the way to the back. And I'm going to make a mouth. I think having a mouth and some like articulation to the face, not letting the face be perfectly symmetrical and round, is going to really sell the idea of this guy. So let's GG that on down. So are you going to share the wood textures so Radiator can save it to his materials? No way, they're his. I like making my own materials. I mean, if Simo wants to share them, that's up to Simo, but I like going for it. I do my own stuff. That's looking a little better. That's looking just a little bit better. And that's the mouth right there. Nice and done. So what we're going to do is grab you, and we're going to VZ it. Oh, don't do this to me. You could share it. Somebody will learn from it. I mean, of course, if you want to. I'm not going to stop you from sharing your knowledge. I've been telling you forever to start a YouTube channel. VZ. There he is. There he is. Now his front is a little flatter than I would like it to be. Boy, is he gorgeous, though. Boy, is he beautiful. Oh, he's a beautiful boy. Wood with a knot seems like a good thing to have reference for sure. That's definitely one of the harder textures that I can think of off the top of my head. Obviously, there's stuff like making tile flooring and stuff that's harder, but just off the dome, yeah, that's pretty rough. Look at this boy. He looks so good. Look at this lovely little boy. I love him so much. He's my goodest little boy. He is my goodest little boy. This boy's great. Looks just about perfect to me. Just about perfect. We'll do the articulation on this as well, which means what I'm gonna want to do is go see-through, bring this guy back, bring these guys back, and bring this back. And that should make that a little bit more gradual on the bottom where the fins are going to go. Oh. He looks so good. My boy looks great. Okay. So we're going to take you and make you just a little bit more unusual looking. This guy needs to look a little bit crazier. GG that guy on up and bring it up there. And then we're going to grab this whole thing and GG that forward just a little bit. Look at this little sardine. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love him. He's so cute. Oh, he's lovely. He's a lovely boy. And then we're going to take him and give him a little bit of nostrils. I know nostrils don't make sense, but just having a little bit of a face here for character. Look at this gorgeous boy. No gills? We'll get to gills. I don't even really understand how gills work. That's fish magic. Gills are fish magic. Oh, he looks so good. He looks so crazy good. He needs a wider face. Okay, so your face cannot be this articulate. So we're going to take... Actually, but I do want the eyes to be articulate. So that calls into question a couple of things. But I think this is fine. I have a hard time recognizing when to stop here. Oh, yep, cheeks. A little bit of cheeks, because he's got to eat. Boy's got to eat. Our boy's got to have some food every now and again. Can't let a boy go hungry. Oh. So, here's the thing. I don't really like beaches. I don't really like... I like swimming. I actually really enjoy swimming. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't care too much for water, right? I'm not a water guy. When people are like, oh, I want to go to the beach, I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. But there's something about fish. I really love fish. They're so cute. Fish are cool, man. There's just something about fish that is so interesting to me. They got such a style to them. I think what I've realized is that I just enjoy making fish. And I don't know why. I don't think there's a reason for it. I just enjoy making fish. Okay, so we got the mouth done. So the aquarium date is how to get maximum rep with you. Yeah. When you're trying to level me up in Harvest Moon, taking me to the aquarium's pretty good. Taking me to the beach, pretty bad. Although I do kind of hate aquariums because I hate, like, the captivization of animals. But I think I like it enough that I could put that behind me for just a little bit. I don't really enjoy going to zoos because of that. Like, I go to a zoo and I just kind of feel bad the whole time. Like, zoos are fine. I understand, like, the need to bring nature into the human world. It's just kind of ugly. When you, like, deal with people who their whole job is working with animals and they love animals so much. They love animals so much. Like, people that work at zoos, they're good people. They're lovely people. But it's just kind of like, you know what you're doing, right? Like, this isn't cool. That, like, weirds me out. I get really weirded out by that stuff pretty quickly. Tell you what I want to do. I want to fix this model right here. And the way I'm going to do it is we're going to do a classic technique called hiding. So we're going to press a little bit of an H, and then we're back to here, and now I can work on this unobstructed. I mean, it depends. I haven't been to a non-coastal aquarium. A lot of ones I've been to, it wasn't also A lot of ones I have been to one that wasn't also with big conservation efforts. Oh, they do have conservation. That's what I'm saying. But like, okay, I'm not understanding your sentence, but it's just weird. I don't get it. I don't really get it. It's very odd to me. Okay, so we've messed up our geometry just a little bit. I'm not sure how. We're gonna do a ZX0. Oh wow, it is botched. This guy right here is botched. Oh, I see, because it connects both top and bottom at the same coordinate, even though that one is slightly different. I understand why it's having some trouble now. So we're going to push this guy back. That's the gut. The rest of this can come forward just a little bit. Why we're intersecting, I don't know. But that's the idea. I feel like if I took this, it should just work, but it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell you what, you know what? I'm over it. I'm over it. Just work. I just want you to work. Oh, it doesn't. There we go. Bring all that up. That should look pretty good in there. And now if we go boom, 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 we do an SX0 to make it flat, and I extrude backwards. We're looking kind of solid, right? That doesn't look terrible. We have a weird gap right here in the mouth, and I don't know where that gap comes from. I want to fix that. But everything else looks fine. I feel like a lot of aquariums than zoos, a lot better about aquariums than zoos. The aquarium is a small, relatively fish in a very large tank. Zoos, big animals in smaller spaces. That is only 2D versus 3D. Time to make the fish stomach. Oh, I'm definitely not going to make the fish stomach. I agree. An aquarium is definitely less of an issue. Whether that is my own personal bias or not, I don't know. But it is definitely less of an issue. Zoos are gross because it's like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, you have that monkey, right? The gorilla. Monkeys are not gorillas. I'll be the first one to tell you that. You have that gorilla, right, that can speak. She like does all the hand signals, and she can speak, whatever her name is. And it's like, you have her, right? She sits in a cage all day. And it's like, oh, she's the smartest gorilla ever. Coco, yeah. She's the world's smartest gorilla. So we've deprived her of her natural habitat that she's biologically aligned to. And you sit there and you think about it and you're like, that's what humans do to each other. Right? Like, we deprive each other from going outside and having free time and having proper maternity leave and things like that. And it's like, there's just a parallel to how we treat animals and how we treat humans. And it's very awkward. It's very, like, hard for me to participate in. Because at one point, it's like, is it cool to have a really smart gorilla? Yeah, and I'm sure we can learn a lot from it, but, like, you're not being nice. You're not being a good person. You're kind of mistreating that gorilla. I don't know. That's my soapbox. Oh. Wait a second. That's communist talk. Maternity leave, that's part... What is next? Paternity leave? I like that attitude. I live for that. I see where the problem lies. There's problem number 1. Oh. There he is. There he is. Now we solved the problem. And we look back at the fish in object mode with the curves and the mouth. Ooh, why do you look bad? Why do you look so bad? Why do you look so bad? What's happening to you? It's the exact same on both sides. Why are you mad? What are you mad about? Are you mad about this? Sure, you can have this. You can have this. If it works, you can have it. He's so mad. Why are you so mad? Why is your mouth so bad? What is happening to you? Everything else looks great. What's happened to your mouth? I upset one of my coworkers when I told him that the NH was more socialist than Canada when he started trash talking Canada because they found out my wife moved from there. That North H. What is North H? NH. New Hampshire? I told him I'd rather have a socialist medicine than the government liquor store. Yeah, same. New Hampshire. Drop the wood on Discord? Thank you, Simo. Simo, big shout-outs. Okay, you know what? We're done working on that part of the fish. Let's do the rest. I could sit here and work on this guy forever, but there's no reason to, like, get obsessed right now. So we're going to go ahead and just drop this guy in. Like that. We're going to hit Alt-H, bring him back. Back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. Oop, there goes gravity. All right, that's that. Oh, no. Oh, no. You've taken me at my weakest moment. All right, you want a fishing hat? We'll do this. What time is it? 45? I'll do it right now. I'll do the fishing hat right now. I actually really like the way this guy looks except for that lip. But we're not going to worry about that lip for right now. He actually looks super good. He's such a great little boy. This is such a great little boy. Okay, cool. A fishing hat. Let's look at a fishing hat. I think I can do a fishing hat. Oh, this is going to prove to be a little difficult. There you go. There's my fishing hat. I did it. So it's a fedora with some bands around it and these little dots. I really like how this one looks. Okay, we're going to take you. You're going to be the one. Okay, 10-minute fishing hat. Let's go. Boom, boom. We click new. We add collection. This is 10-minute fishing hat. 10 fish hat. Put you in new. We close off our jewel fish, which didn't even work. Why? I don't know. Okay, fishing hat. Let's go. So, 10 fishing hat is going to be this guy right here. I need to switch over to the actual Blender scene. He is, but you needed a break before coming back to look at the fish. That's fair with me. I can live with that. Okay, so fishing hat. It is easy. It is a cylinder. Just like that. Scrunch it on down. We take the back of this guy, we put on a proportion, we move the proportion forward just a little bit. There we go. Now we grab him. Go to the part that we like, and we go like this. Just like that. Okay, and now I can take you and you and you and delete. And now we want to move this back just a little bit and bring it down just a little bit and widen it just a little bit. Okay, we're already most of the way there. We're already most of the way there. I'm going to do this. Bring it down. And that's going to be our crinkled little edge right there. Just like that. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. We're going fast. We're going mega fast. Here's what I want to do. I want to probably put on a multi-res texture. So first thing I'm going to do is pop in our little guy here. I think you will excuse me if I do this. I think you'll excuse me if I do this. I don't think you'll be that upset at me if I do this. That looks terrible. Hold on, you will not enjoy me doing that. Instead, I'm going to grab you. We're going to go to normal. We're going to do that. We're going to repeat the same process here. Yeah, not too pleased about that one. Bring it down. How down is that? 0.15 will do. Bring it down to 0.15. And now we take both these guys, we look at it orthographic, we go GG, and we bring it on up. That's not what I wanted. GG? Huh. Weird. Let's go global. Straight up. There we go. That'll work for me. Now we're going to delete both of those. Okay, now I throw on a multi-res. You know what? I'm not going to do that. We don't want to do that. I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't matter. We're trying to get way too ahead of ourselves for what is effectively not important right now. So we got ourselves a multi-res. We got the brim right there and this brim right here, and I'm going to grab you, and we're going to pop you in and put a crease on you. And we go back to the multi-res, and we say, how does that look? That looks fine. Okay. Now, what I do is I go into sculpt mode on you. And we are going to sculpt some cloth. Get this guy looking all kinds of crazy. And then I want to crease this little edge right here. That's going to be part of the big guy. So we're going to grab you. Where's the crease? Crease is right here. Just a nice crease in there. There we go. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. We'll go ahead and subdivide it one more time. Hit shade smooth. It doesn't look half bad. I hate this part up here, but we can make that work. I'm kind of inclined to try and remesh it, but I think that's a bad idea. And now, what we're going to do, this is easy. This is easy. This is so easy. We're going to get a circle. Bring the circle up. Go wide. This is it. This is it. We're here. This is it. This is it. Okay, so now we edit this guy, right? He goes straight up. We want to go global Z, just like that. We're going to say 0.25. Now I grab this and I extrude along normals just a hair. I could use a solidify, but I'm faster with this, so I'm going to use this. We'll say 0.04. It's too big. 0.025. Oh, it's it. That's it. We're here. Okay, so now I'm going to throw on a subdivision. 3 minutes left. We can do this. Fish hat. Hat rim. That's not even what it's called, but that's what I'm going to call it. We're going to put on some shrink wrap to the fishing hat. And then the offset, make it kind of large. Project. No. Nearest vertex. No. Huh. Tell you what, we messed up. We goofed it. We goofed it. Hold on. This is easy now. I should have used the solidify. I said I should use the solidify, and I should have used the solidify. Okay, now we're back. Fish hat, fish rim. Fish hat, meet fish rim. Okay, now we do shrink wrap on the fish hat. We offset by just a little bit. We push him on down. Oh, he's not half bad. Now we go ahead and throw on a solidify of whatever length we wanted, which is that. My Streamlabs my OBS just updated, but it's late, so what I just freaked out to look over at was nothing. Okay, we're gonna just make a little bit of a dither on this guy, and a dither is the incorrect word for that, but that's the word we're gonna use because I don't have a better word. There we go. That's him. And you would put rings on here, but I don't have the time to put the rings, so now we want to make some camo. So, digital camo. How would you make digital camo? Good question. Really good question. Here's how I'll make digital camo. We're going to pop on a Verneuil. Time? Alright, well I'm going to finish off the nodes anyway. I always say that the nodes are not part of it anyway, so you can say if that's worth 10 minutes of effort. I would say it's a pretty good 10 minutes of effort. So I'm going to finish the nodes. So we're going to do 0.33. We're going to do 0.66. I'll put 3 sixes if it makes you feel better. We'll go ahead and grab that color. We'll go ahead and grab that color. And we'll go ahead and grab that color. This one didn't really trigger now, did it? There we go. That'll do. Okay, so we're going to do constants. Here's how we do it. You have a double Verneuil. Maybe even a triple Verneuil. Control-T with object because I love my object coordinates for some reason. I don't know why I do it so much. Not rotation. Scale. Scale. Okay, now we use Manhattan. And we drop that randomness until we get something that we like. And we scale it up to size. There we go. That's about what we're looking for. This should be easy. This should be easy. I'm actually going to go ahead and copy you. Put you up. Put you in. And drop you down to like a 6. We want something that doesn't sit pretty. You want something that's a little nutty looking. And then I will throw on a mix RGB. I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do like a subtraction. You asked me to make digital camo in like 60 seconds? That's not terrible. I'd be more inclined to do that one. And we'll keep it 0.5 and we'll do some algorithm. I'm not sure which algorithm we like better. That's the one. I'm thinking difference or divide was our best option. Although it makes it too dark. This is actually perfect. We're going to do this. Copy you, and then we're going to grab you, and we're going to copy you, delete you, and drop you down. And we'll just take you and pop you up, and we'll do the values manually just a little bit to get more. There we go. That's my digital camo in 2 seconds. Sheen's got to be high. Sheen tint's got to be high. No clear coat. Roughness is going to be high. 0.7. Specular is... doesn't matter. And if you're feeling extraordinary, we're going to go ahead and pop in a bump node. Just like that. And the bump is going to take shader coordinates that look like probably F2 Vernoise, if I had to guess. How do you make a weave? I want to make like a weave. That's a damn good looking hat. Have a weekend beverage of your choice? Well, thank you. I do what I can, you know? Someone's got to do it, and I guess it's me. There we go. That's my weave. We'll take this and we'll go 0.4 and we'll grab a 0.6. And what you want to do is get it really tight in here. Maybe a Euclidean. And the scale gets big. Actually, I think if we do this, I can lower these values down. That looks about right to me. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it should be good enough for what we're up to. No, I liked it better with the chaos. I like a little bit of crazy. So we'll go 100 and we'll drop the strength down to 0.4. And I'll say that's just about good enough. That's pretty rich. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a woven texture. Now, to cap things off, we're going to go ahead and call this digital camo. I'm going to grab you. We're going to make you digital camo. Not the eyeball. Digital camo. Copy it. Get rid of all this. And we're going to make it that color right there. And then we're done. Problem solved. So that is the hat. Nice and done. I will say this camo looks maybe a little bit too bright for me. So we'll do that. And this has a nice woven texture to it that I will simplify. And we will get it looking a little bit taller. Like that. Like that. There we go. There he is. There's a fishing hat. Done. All right, let's take a little stretch real quick. All right, that's where I'm at. 15-minute hat? Yeah, not that bad. I always say textures aren't included in the 10-minute sketches, but I just felt like doing it. He's pretty good looking. He is pretty good looking. That is a pretty good hat. I gotta say, I'm pleased with that one. And we're gonna go ahead and just do the classic thing. The real classic thing. What everybody wants me to do. We all know we want this. Everybody wants this. Everybody and your mother wants this. Everybody wanted it. There's no way you wouldn't want that. Here we go. There we go. Oh, it's sticking through just a little bit. Is that side sticking through? It is sticking through just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and just make it a little bit bigger. See, does that look okay? No, not quite. Still needs a little bit. Hey, thank you for the follow. Show the material. I will show off the material. I'm going to put it in Eevee just so we can take a quick little look at it. Because I still want to render correctly. That looks good. Baby, that looks great. All right, we're loaded in. I need to do the barrel. I forgot to do the barrel. And everything's loaded in and everything's not clipping correctly. It's perfect. Look at this perfect baby. Okay, cool. Well, that's a cute little scene right there. I've done almost nothing that I wanted to do, but we are having fun. So that's all I can hope for. I don't have my metal texture saved onto this file because I started from a pre-existing file instead of my new file. So we're just going to go ahead and make a little bit of 2E's metal. We're going to call this metal. All right, how to make metal. Easy. Metallic goes up. Roughness, we're not going to worry about it. Specular goes down. The color, this is where you would put rust if you wanted to put rust. I'm not going to be putting any rust in here. Sheen, there's none. Clear coat, there's none. And that's it. That is all there is to it. Nope, just kidding. I lied. There is a texture, and it is a noise texture. Where are you? There you are. There is a color ramp. Okay, and then we lower the scale down here to try and get this looking correct. Why is it affecting nothing? Does the roughness not care? What? What am I not understanding about this? What am I not understanding? Oh, there we go. So we want the vast majority of this to be shiny. It's not going to be that shiny, so I'm going to give it a 0.02. And then it's not going to be completely dull, so we're going to give it like a 0.3. Which is too shiny. 0.5 should be fine. That's way too shiny. 0.7. There we go. So we're going to pop on object coordinates because I don't know when to quit. Never know when to quit on the objects. So we're just going to do a little bit of objects. With our weird little barrel that makes literally no sense. You know what this barrel needs? It needs a little bit of blue. It needs just a little bit of blue to feel. And then we're going to add metal to the lid. And by lid, I mean handle. There he is. Done. Okay, back to our fish. We have 20 minutes before I need to start thinking about anything else. I can live with 20 minutes. Okay, so we're back to that. All right, fish. Fish time. Look at him. Look at this beautiful boy. So first things first, I want to give him fins. how am I going to do this? I think it's probably best if I just grab him. I think it's going to be best if I just grab him and extrude and then make it a new object, and then I will merge later. That looks nuts. I went way too far on that. Honestly, that's not a bad looking fin though. Hold on. You know what? We're just going to do it from scratch. Why even bother? We're just going to do it from scratch. Who cares, right? Shout out to the Phantasy Star soundtrack for just being the best backdrop ever. There we go. Just a little bit of a paddler. And then we'll add one of these guys. Just like that. Just like that. Oh, I was really gambling that we were going to get another Phantasy Star song right away. I was about to call it, but I am wrong. Okay, so any marine biologist is going to tell me that this doesn't make any sense. I apologize to all of you guys that went to school and actually care about this thing. I don't have enough time to care as much as you do, so you can care for me and tell me all about it, but it ain't my area of expertise. That's for certain. So that's going to be our fish. Next up, we want these bottom fins. And we'll get going on this. Now, I know for a fact... Oh, Seamo's wood. We got to show off Seamo's wood. I'm going to show off Seamo's wood sentence. Phrasing. I'm going to show off Seamo's material when we cut for the final segment. So I will show it off. Don't you worry. I know you probably don't care either way, or you don't mind at least, but I will be showing it off. Don't you worry. There we go. Look at him. He looks like a coelacanth. Like a little baby coelacanth. I want to swim with this guy. Pretty cute. Pretty cute little boy. Let's give him his eye. Last time I used a icosphere, and I don't like the idea of using an icosphere anymore. So we're gonna do that. The eye goes pretty far back. It's going to be a little bit bigger than that. I just don't want to break into the mouth too much. And then we go. You know what? Maybe I don't care about the mouth. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to make a big old eye, and then we're going to fix it. Look at him. Okay, here's what a good fisheye looks like. We're going to do that. And we're going to rotate him forward. Look at him. Oh, he's beautiful. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. I love our boy. Oh, I love this little boy. Why is he not at 0? Wait, what? Hold on, I messed up. Why are you not at 0? Oh, it's because I set the origin point wrong. Hold on, go back, go back. Your Y needs to be on 0. And now we can lower this back down. And if we go to normal, this can be shrunk just a little bit. There he is. Something that I'm kind of inclined to try and do. This is a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm nuts. I want the top of him to be a little bit smaller. So if we do isolate... Fun fact, isolate is a really good command, and you should learn it. It is backslash. It's an amazing command. It solves a lot of your problems right away. Helps you navigate your scene real quick. You should learn it. There we go. Now we're back to this, and I can press backslash to bring it back. And he's got this weird mopey little eye now. Oh, he's beautiful. Look at this lovely man. Would you feed this fish? I'd feed this fish. Okay, what we want to do is remove proportions. Grab you, and you. And suck these guys in. And hope that that didn't ruin this top part right here. It actually looks pretty good. There he is. This is my good boy. Okay. Thank you for giving you the command. Of course. I should, I need to do the thing where you can see my commands. I'm going to actually write that down. Let me write that down on my to-do list. Actually, I need a new to-do list. Hold on. Let me be careful not to show you my checking number. That's just conveniently sitting right over here. All right. We're back to here. Let's see what we're looking at. We're going to add ability to see keystrokes. That should be screencast keys. Yes, that's what I meant. So we're going to put that right here in my to-do pile, right over here, right there, under my mic. Okay, so let's make some fins. We got 10 minutes-ish to make fins. No problem. 10 minutes for fins? That's easy. That's what the kids call it, easy nowadays. GG easy. Kids look at that and they say, that's the easiest thing I've ever done. And honestly, I don't know if the kids are all right. I'm sure they are. I just don't know. What is all right, I guess? That started off as a joke, but then I got really concerned about the reality of how people act and stuff, so maybe I'm going to not joke about stuff like that right now. Okay, so. That's as good as the mouth is going to be right now. Let's make his fin. So. I kind of just really like the way this looks. Like, genuinely, I love the way this looks. And if we're just being, like, fancy, there's no reason not to just copy this. Steal the other fin? Wow. You said that at the moment that I was stealing it. That's nuts. I love that. We're going to set origin to geometry, scooch it on back. That was pretty cool. I'm pretty cool that you said that. Okay, so the goal is to stick it right here on the tail, and we need to curve it up just a little bit because we want that butterfly looking tail. And I'm going to find a way to prosthetic this onto the fish. So we're going to go like that. Just like that. Here's what we're going to do. We got you. We're going to mirror modifier you on the fish. Hey, thank you for the follow. Very appreciated. What are we looking for? Jewelfish cube. Oh, God. You are Jewel 2.0. So we're going to do a little bit of a Jewelfish 2.0. No, very appreciated. I don't take that for granted. Following is the best thing right now. The most important thing. I'm pretty close to 100, I think. So I'd be pretty proud to reach 100. Okay, let's not do that the wrong way. We're going to join it like that. And we're going to go to edit. Oh, God, look at the edit on this thing. What have I done? Oh, no. Okay, so I've just copied a terrible looking mesh. It looks beautiful, but oh my God, why did I do this? Can I delete the face without deleting the edges? I don't think that's how that works. How on earth am I going to solve this? There's no way. Delete only face. Thank you. Oh, God. Oh, God. What have I done? Okay, we're going to do an F. Oh! Why have I done this? Why on earth did I design this way? No. What is happening? Now might be a good time to enable F2. Enable F2? What do you mean enable F2? What does that mean? What does enabling F2 mean? Plugin? We'll be alright. I'll be just fine. Alright, so this should be a grid fill. Golden. This should be a grid fill. I don't care. I don't care if it looks terrible. That's perfect. We've done it. We'll do one more right there. Actually, no, that's a quad. I can live with a quad. Yeah, we got quads everywhere. It's a full quad. What happened here? I'm pretty sure I could just go like this, right? Just delete face. Sure, let's just go for it. Just delete them. Just delete them. I don't care. Just delete them. No! Okay, wait. Delete. Go all the way up. Hello? Why can't I click on this? Oh, it's because I'm not on face view. I understand. I'm a cup of tea is recommended that we all take a nice drink of water. So let's all go ahead and just take a nice drink of water. Help cure our agony. Our absolute agony that we're experiencing right now. Every 3D modeler out there, I am so sorry for what you're having to see right now. You know what? Screw this. Here's what we're gonna do. We're here. We're at this part. Oh man, do I want to do it by hand? I don't want to do this by hand. I don't have F2. I'm not enabling a plugin midstream. Okay, I can do this quick. I can do this real quick, and then all we got to do is texture it, and we're done. It comes with Blender? I know, but I got to dig through the menus and stuff, and I got to figure out how to use it, and I don't know what it is. I'll get there, I promise. We're thinking. But right now, just being on time is all that matters to me. You can ask yourself, was it a good idea that I didn't learn how to throw the javelin before the Olympics? And the answer is yes, that's a really stupid idea. But it's too late for me now. I can't learn the javelin now. Okay, so this part we do by hand. Okay, so you get dissolved. Honestly, you're gonna get dissolved too. Goodbye. You get easily dissolved. I'm not even gonna think about it. This part's gonna get ugly. We were so close to greatness. We were so close to it just working. There we go. All the way down. Do a division. Get a nice little rounded scoop going on there. So your background went black again. Yeah, it does that. That's okay. You'll be able to see it in just a moment. Okay. All right, we're at least usable. I'm gonna have to fix this. I know I'm gonna fix it. We're scrounging around for speed right now. All we want is to be fast. So I'm not gonna stress the details while we're going fast. Okay. That'll do. And now I grab you and we're gonna go boom, mesh, normals, outside. Dunzo. We got it. There he is. He actually doesn't look bad. As terrible as that is, it doesn't look bad. Okay, let's do a material, and I'm gonna call it. He's done. We gotta do some little stuff here, but I'm not doing that. I'm not worrying about that right now. I suppose the question is, have I learned anything? And I think the answer is no, I haven't. Oh, I was supposed to merge all of this too. Oh gosh, let's do that real quick. We're gonna apply that mirror right there. We're gonna grab you. We're gonna join. We actually joined it with the subsurface? No. Join. Now that has the subsurface. That's okay with me. That should actually maybe help a little bit. And now the question is, where are we going to stick these fins? You've learned how terrible your old work is and how hard it is to fix things later. Yeah, the question is, have I really learned anything? Have I actually learned anything today? Do I want to give this guy like huge butterfly wings? Because I kind of think I do. Also, why are we going sideways? What? Oh, I see. Set origin to geometry. Now we can scale it up. We can go global, bring it back. And instead of making it go back, I'm going to go high. Nope, I like it big. Big is better. The bigger, the better. We really about to make this guy the craziest looking fish you've ever seen? No. No, we're not. No, we're not. You know what? This is a problem for another day. Okay. Now we just model him. So, the idea for the little fish was there was stripes based on layer weight. And the stripes were two-toned, but I don't love the colors. I don't like him being a Christmas fish. So instead, we're going to give him wave with a color mix RGB. Like that, like that. Okay, and we're going to add ourselves a layer weight with facing on here. Actually, it should be that. So the closer up to the top you get of him, the less you see these. There we go. Oh, he's perfect. He looks great. Okay, cool. So now we up the distortion by 5. We take the roughness high, scale not yet, detail high. Scale is big, and distortion we just start creeping until we get something we like. Too high. And now I make the biggest mistake of my life, and I'm going to say it's based off of UVs. Big mistake. Big mistake. Okay, never mind. Object data. Oh, object data works. I want rings of Z. No? Huh. Not sure. We're going to go ahead and keep this at maybe a 2. I like the fins being kind of crazy. You know what? The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm like, maybe diagonal bands is the way to go. Oh, that's not terrible looking. If I rotate that, just like that. There we go. That's a good looking boy. Actually, yeah, that was fine. We can do it. One side's going to be weirder than the other, but he's an animal. He's not a perfect thing. He's fine. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful boy. What we're going to do is we're going to make him slightly metallic with a pretty low roughness. He's a fish. He glows. His specular is pretty low. He's got sheen. He's got a ton of clear coat. And now we get those colors right. So, colors for a fish. I'm thinking a fish wants to be like... thinking a fish wants to look like this. Maybe even lowered that scale just a little bit. Like this. Hold on. Hold on. This guy gets black. No, I think it made more sense the other way. I like him being just kind of a weird tigery looking guy. Is that terrible looking? Does that look awful? .5. Is that the worst thing you've ever seen? I kind of like it. He's pretty weird looking. Is it bad that you like the old fish more? I mean, he's more charming for sure. He's got charm. I don't mind that. Doesn't bother me one bit. But we move on to bigger and better. I think the green was just iconic. I think we're going to stick with the green. There we go. Okay, so that's our little guy. This is going to be fish scale, tiger fish scale, tiger fish scale. And we're going to go to tiger fish scale. The good news is I'm not getting rid of the old fish, so I can always play with the old one more later. This is going to be an increment of the tiger fish scale. Set origin to geometry. And we're going to change this to be circles. Nope, not spherical. There we go. There he is. And now we throw on a little bit of that red fisheye. To be fair, that little fish that I made did take me a whole stream way back when. So I will include that as part of why it is nice. Okay, so that is him. We want to add a little bit of transmission to the eye. And then I'm going to add a little bit of texture to the eye, and then I'm going to call it. Oh my gosh, we're way over on our time. What happened? I lost my time. I need like a timer on my screen, I think. That'd probably be in our best interest if I put a timer on screen. That'll be part of fixing stuff. With all the new stream changes, that'll be one of them, is we'll have a timer. Let's see, this looks just a little weird for me. Let's make sure that we put it on here like that and scale it way up. Okay, sure. At least you have already made quite a few of the suggestions for the speed sketch, have I? I guess we'll see. I'm gonna up the metallic on this guy. Get him looking kind of nutty. There we go. Not bad. Okay, so. Oh, I kind of love his weird eyeball. The big difference here is how I ended up texturing that eye. That's a big difference right there, is the amount of transmission. But that's about all I'm going to worry about there. So that's him. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, we'll find a way to cutify him a little bit more, but I like the dimensions more. He looks way cooler to me. The old fish just has a little bit of charm because he looks like a button, right? He looks like a sweet baby boy. But with that, that is the end of the beginning of stream. I went over by 10 minutes. I expected to kind of finish a little bit more than this, but I can't be that upset with what we did. We've done some really cool stuff today. So I'm not ticked one bit. I'm pretty pleased about it. I'm dark again on camera. I don't know why that is. But okay, so I'm going to say peace out to YouTube.